Hey guys, Paul here. Come on to my kitchen and make popcorn with you, okay? All right. Oh, look, we're here already. So, all right. So one night I was making popcorn and my attention got taken away from me. It was definitely something with music, and that's happened to me my whole life. We'll make a video about that at some other time about ADHD and some of the pitfalls of that. But I melted my popcorn maker, okay? It was one of those aluminum whirly pops, and I destroyed it. So in a pinch, I was like, oh man, what do I do? I don't have any, my whirly pop is gone. My whole world of whirly pop is over, right? So I decided, okay, let me ask ChatGPT, what I can do, because it's there and get a second opinion. And it's an interesting thing, ChatGPT, because it's wrong a lot. And this is kind of what the video is a little bit about, is it told me to use a cast iron pan. This is a Loge pan. I have it kind of preheating. And
a what?
Oh, a Lodge pan. I'm sorry, we always joke around that it's a Loge, and it's just inside joke, I guess, but now you guys are in on it. So it's basically a Lodge pan. It's made in the States, and what it told me to do was, coat the pan with the olive oil or whatever you want to do. This is olive oil. I use Graza. I love this stuff. It's a little spendy, but it's really, really great. It tastes amazing. And you just throw in a bunch of salt, and then you just kind of coat the pan. All right, cool. It told me to put the popcorn in and then cover it with a lid and leave the lid a little bit of a jar, right? So some of the steam gets out. It's just like the whirly pop, it just tasted kind of crappy to me. It wasn't like, like the best popcorn, it's subjective, like anything, and but it wasn't, neither one of them really completely popped the kernel, right? So I said, well, let me go to YouTube and see who's got the best popcorn. So I typed in how to make the best popcorn at home, and the person on YouTube gave the same exact advice. So it made me wonder, like, did they get this advice from ChatGPT? Which is like, I don't know, this whole circle of life of AI is just making us more dumb. I don't know. But I started going through the comments and I was like, wow, there was these really great tips from people who may not have made the video, but they had some great expert advice about how to make popcorn. And their advice was use a splatter screen, because basically, and not to quote something about Mary, steam is the killer, Mary, all right? So basically you wanna make sure that there's absolutely no steam, okay? So I didn't have a splatter screen on me, so I decided to use something else, and I'll show you. Come here, guys. I'll show you what I use. It's right here. So this is just a strainer, okay? I ordered a splatter screen, and by the way, how hard is it to get anything made in the United States? I had to get it made in Japan. Really nice company, but I finally found something made from a native country, and it's really, really cool. I'll put the link in the description. But in the meantime, I'll show you how I made it with this before that arrives. And it's just incredible. So come here one more time, or I'll show you guys real fast. So the pan is covered in olive oil. And like I said before, I use Graza, and it's got salt in it. So now I'm just gonna throw these in, and then you put this on top, and you'll see how it works, okay? So that's in there. Let me just get another mitt. So you just kind of make sure that's coated. These Lodge pans are really heavy, but they're really cool, okay? So that's going. It's gonna start popping in a bit, gang. So you just cover it with this. When I first did, I went like this, because, but now I know I can kind of balance on that. Okay, so here's the interesting while this starts popping, okay? Just to tell you about ChatGPT, it's really funny. We had moved, and I had to reset up my computer for music, and I have a Lynx Hilo. It's a really cool interface. It's only 2 channels, but I just like how it works. It's really clean. So I use that. I had to reset it up for my computer, so rather than call Lynxy, because I did try to call Lynx and speak to my man Paul there, but he wasn't around. So I was like, all right, I've done this before. Oh, it's starting to pop. So I was around there. I've done it before, so I was like, okay, let me do it. So I started doing ChatGPT. 4 hours into it, okay, I was like, this is insane. I can't use ChatGPT. I was like screaming. It was like Steph could hear me from the other room, like fighting with this thing. Like it was like we were friends. And we're like arguing back and forth. And I was like, this is insane. I'm talking to a computer. So I tried Paul again. He got on the phone. Within 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, we had the interface hooked up. Everything was working great. And I told Paul about it at Lynx, and I said, hey man, I said, Lynx Hilo, I go, I don't really understand. Like, what's wrong with ChatGPT? And he just said, he goes, it doesn't have all the information. It can get things wrong a lot. So just keep that in mind, and I think that's part of this. But come on, let's watch this pop. It's a lot of fun. So now, this is kind of popping like crazy, which is fun, and you just lower the heat down just a little bit, and then it should be okay. You better stand back, Steph, while this is working. Anyway, that's the long and short of the story. How we found out how to make the best popcorn. Just steam is the killer. Try to use a splatter screen. And this basically is the normal popcorn with salt and olive oil, and then I add like nutritional yeast to it to kind of give it this cheesy flavor, which is really cool. But you can also make sweet kettle corn with this too, where you add in like a few tablespoons of sugar in the raw, which is really cool. That can taste good too. Let's come back and watch it pop. Okay. So it's popping away. You just got to make sure that it's popping and that you shake it a little bit. You have to get prepared to lose a few kernels along the way. All right, it's just part of the gig. You're gonna have to understand that on the bottom you might burn a few, some may become unpopped, and you tell your popcorn we're gonna lose a few kernels along the way when you throw it in. It's just the casualties of making popcorn. Let's watch it pop again. You having fun, Steph?
Well, can you show them what their nutritional yeast is?
Oh yeah. So this is nutritional yeast, gang, and it goes over it. It tastes really, really good. Really high protein stuff like that, and it tastes like cheese. Cheese. Remember from old school? Oh, you mean cheese? Yeah, I remember cheese. Remember how we locked cheese in a dumpster? I got out. That's Ari from right?
Yeah.
Entourage, right? I love that. Blue, you're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. Dust in the wind. Oh. All right, come on. Let's yeah, it's almost done. But anyway, that's a life lesson, with ChatGPT. And if you guys have ever had any experiences like that, please leave it in the comments below, because it's a laugh, man. I mean, you just got to realize it's a computer. It doesn't have all the information. And whatever information it's got, a lot of times it's not from the experts, I mean, it's really cool. I mean, it can help, I'm not against technology. I use digital software and digital interfaces. And
what about how the Cowboys used to pop popcorn?
Oh, okay, yeah. And here's the funny thing too. So we started researching this idea of steam, and I found something from like the 1890s. Like it was like a popcorn maker that it was like, maybe not, it probably was a replica, but it was like, no, it wasn't. Steph's shaking me off, said, no, it wasn't a replica. And it literally, you fill it up and it's completely mesh. You stick it in the fire and off you go, right? So I was thinking to myself, are we becoming dumber? You know what I mean? It's like, so a cowboy from the 1890s definitely is smarter than I am, without a doubt. I mean, that's what happened here, right? Because it started reminding me too of people see certain structures made in South America, by the Aztecs or whoever, and then even Egyptians, and they're like, there's just no way. It has to be aliens. Aliens had to do it. It's like, no, they were probably smarter than us. They probably just have knowledge that somewhere along the line, ChatGPT just couldn't get access to, right? All right, come on, let's just watch. We're almost done. Okay, so anyway, you get down to the end of this thing, and it's kind of like, you hear that? It's still kind of popping. I think that's almost done. Oh, yeah. I think that's almost done. So I can do that. Yeah, I think that's done. All right, I'm just going to turn this off for now. All right. Okay, guys.
Oh.
So you want to try some, Steph?
Oh, that looks good.
That's really good.
Oh, that's good.
So anyway, guys, it's like fully popped. It's just really tasty. I can't believe how tasty that is.
So how do you season it?
So, I mean, I have to put it in a bowl, but basically what I normally do, I'll just do it in here for now. But you just kind of do this. And what's great, because you don't add any more olive oil to it, it's a lot more healthy. And then you just add some of this nutritional yeast, which I like to add a lot of this stuff. And you can see that it almost looks like popcorn. I mean, like the movie stuff. So you just kind of mix it around, you know, and you just kind of keep adding a little bit at a time. Dude, you gotta try this.
Oh, that's good.
Just real quick tip, come on in here, Steph. So what you wanna make sure that you're doing is that you scoop it out so you don't just dump it out because you'll get a lot of the burnt stuff. So you don't wanna do that. You wanna make sure you scoop it out a little bit at a time like this so you only get the top good bits.
Good tip.
Cool? Good tip, all right. Thanks a lot for making popcorn with me, it was a lot of fun. Come on!